The biggest mistake most people make is that they just assume that eating healthy is restrictive, is bland, is gross, is not maintainable, is broccoli and chicken and nothing fun. But that's not what eating healthy means. Eating healthy is about balance, is about variety, is about feeling full, feeling satisfied. If you're eating healthy but you're just feeling restricted, then in my opinion, that's not healthy. That's restrictive dieting. Today I want to talk to you guys about my specific diet. I want to show you some actual meals that I'm eating and just little tips and tricks that I don't even think about anymore that make me stay consistent all year long. And if I'm trying to step it up a little bit, some tricks that I use to feel more satisfied, enjoy my meals, feel full longer. I listen to my body, and over time I've learned what's best for me. I'm on a Swiss ball, that's why I'm bouncing. If you've got back pain at your desk, get yourself a Swiss ball. Okay, back to the video. First things first, I always recommend getting your workouts in. If you can't get your workouts in, you're not gonna be motivated to eat healthy. Let me tell you, when I am killing it in the gym, I don't feel like going to eat fries and milkshakes and, you know, a bunch of crap. No, my body actually starts to crave healthy food. And most people would agree with me on this. You know, after you do awesome workouts, do you just want to ruin it with eating a bunch of donuts? No, usually we want like to hydrate and we crave something fresh. So I am extremely active in the summer. And then this motivates me to eat my best, to perform my best, to look my best, and to feel my best. If you're only focused on looking your best, that's your first mistake. You really want to make sure you're feeling great too. If you fuel yourself from the inside and find out what your body needs to perform its best, to feel its best, it will show on the outside. Guys, when I'm eating healthy, I still want to answer yes to all these questions. Am I full? Am I satisfied? Am I enjoying my meals? Are my cravings controlled? Can I sustain this? If you answered no to any of these, you're not doing the right thing when it comes to nutrition. You need to reevaluate your food. I have a humongous appetite. And to feel my best, I need to make sure that I'm fueling my workouts. I need to make sure that I'm eating enough. I think this goes back to so many years of thinking, especially if you're like lived through the 90s, it was all about being thinner, being smaller. It was all about being restrictive, how little can you eat. And I think I tend to go back into that mindset really quickly. So I have to constantly tell myself to fuel my body. Because sometimes if I'm not hungry, I won't want to eat because I'm not hungry. But if I'm thinking about fueling my body for the next workout, then yeah, I need that energy, I need those carbs to perform my best, which will make me feel my best, and then I'll look my best. It all ties in. I wake up in the morning, and if you watch some last videos, sometimes I skip breakfast, sometimes I eat breakfast. Right now, I'm eating breakfast. First thing in the morning, I wake up, have my coffee, I eat breakfast because I'm fueling my workouts. I do a morning workout, and I prefer having food in my stomach. So I make sure that I have some carbs, some protein, so I feel good for my first workout.
I cook 1/3 cup of quick oats, a tablespoon of chia seeds, and half of a grated zucchini in water until it softens. And then I add in 1 scoop of protein powder, a teaspoon of cocoa powder, and a tablespoon of peanut butter or almond butter. And I top with almond milk. And then I add frozen berries. I like how they melt, but fresh would work as well.
Throughout the day, my goal is to get in as much fiber as I can. So I sneak it in my smoothies and my meals to make sure I feel more full. The higher fiber meals you have, the more full you're gonna feel throughout, the more satisfied you're gonna feel, the less often you're gonna need to eat. Like, I don't have a problem getting in enough protein. For me, sometimes my fiber might drop and my fats will go way too high. You know, if I maybe skip some meals or if I'm not getting enough carbs, then I might, by the end of the day, sometimes I'm stuck in front of the TV with a jar of peanut butter. Usually it's on the day I don't have enough carbs. So I've just learned that about myself. So I make sure to have carbs with my meals, to have carbs around my workouts. You know, no carbs are off limits. If I'm craving sweet potato, I have sweet potato. I have rice. I have some bread. You know, I just use it as fueling my workouts. Our muscles love protein and carbs. And I don't have a problem eating fat. If anything, I eat too much fat, so I try to kind of cut it down slightly if I'm on top of nutrition, if I'm on top of my workouts. So it's almost like I reduce my fats a little bit and increase my carbs. My cravings go down for sugar, for fats, and I end up getting just a little bit leaner because I'm able to perform. Carbs are quick energy that are gonna make you work out. So if you're not working out as hard as me, maybe that's not the best diet for you, but that's what works best for me. And I keep, you know, about 15% of my diet for fun stuff, like wine. I don't wanna live without wine, so I don't. I have a drink or two at night, most nights. I have some dark chocolate, at least 70%, every single day, like 2 or 3 pieces. That never gets taken out. That's a staple. To me, it's healthy. I incorporate fruit into my diet every day. Like I add fruit to as many meals as I want. Really wanting dessert, so I'm gonna have half a grapefruit and I'm gonna just put a little bit of stevia. Hopefully I can do this. Just a tiny bit to make it really sweet. Once a day, I try to have at least fruit for my dessert. I ate a little bit more than half. Just ate till I was satisfied. And I make sure to eat a lot of vegetables, especially with lunch and dinner. I want big meals that make me feel full, so I'll add in 2 cups of veggies. This way I feel really full after I eat. And what's worse than eating and still feeling hungry? Horrible. So that's what works for me. The other thing I do, since I know you don't have to be perfect on nutrition, that I listen to my cravings in moderation. You know, if I'm craving some chips, then I might eat a few. It's not the end of the world, because if I'm craving them every day and now it's become a habit, then I might try to cut it down, try to find something else. But if it's just a few and then I move on, it's better than thinking about it forever. So I'll go through different phases where maybe I'm craving some chips, maybe I'm craving a little bit of ice cream. And what I've learned for me is if I don't give into those cravings, then I just try to find something else to fill the void. Often though, I have these healthy staples for my cravings. I know I'm bouncing, I can't stop. Most of the time, my small popcorn bag does the trick. Most of the time, protein smoothies do the trick, but sometimes I want real ice cream and sometimes I want real chips. So I just have a little bit and I move on. So I made myself a mini bag popcorn. I like the 100-calorie bag, so then I can just eat it without thinking about it, and it's portion controlled for me.
So I start off with 1 to 2 cups of coconut water, and then I add half a banana and half a cup of frozen cauliflower. Then I add a few fresh strawberries and 1 to 2 teaspoons of chia seeds. I add in 1 scoop of cookies and cream protein powder, half a tablespoon of xanthan gum to thicken. Stevia is optional, but it makes it nice and sweet, and I add a square of 70% dark chocolate, and I add 1 crumbled cookie.
You can grab like an Oreo cookie, any cookie that you like. This one's pretty healthy, it's from Costco. These quinoa cookies. So what I'll do is I'll take one and just crumble it on my smoothie, so then it's like a McFlurry kinda. With the chunks. It's like cookie dough. I've done this for a long time, is I'm less strict on the weekends. I'll allow myself a takeout meal. Usually it's like sushi. I'll allow myself like cheese and crackers because I try not to overdo the cheese throughout the week because it is quite high in fat. I indulge a little bit more on the weekends, and that keeps me a little bit more strict throughout the week. So let's say if I'm craving takeout, then I might wait till the weekend or something that's going on. But I really just have 0 rules, except Am I full? Am I satisfied? How are my cravings? You know, am I enjoying my meals? And can I sustain this? And if the answer is no to any of them, then I ask myself what I can change to feel better about it, to perform better, to enjoy my food more. I don't think about removing the bad. I think about, am I having enough protein, enough fiber, healthy carbs, healthy fats? And then the bad kind of gets pushed away on its own. You know, I have those things I'm not gonna live without that I keep in my diet. And that's it, non-negotiable. But guys, nothing is off limits. If you don't like these foods, you can find something else that works better for you. Most of us find it a lot easier to kind of restrict throughout the day because we're busy, things are going on, and then at nighttime, we seem to lose control. Biggest tip I can give you is switch it around. Make the time during the day to get in enough fuel. You should be eating most of your calories throughout the day in the morning, because if you don't eat all day, your body is gonna eventually make up those calories. If you're finding yourself not being able to control what you're eating at night, you have to increase your food throughout the day. Eat more meals, get in those snacks. I always say, like, if you're craving something or if you can't stop eating, look at what happened the last few hours. Did you skip too many meals? Was your lunch just a salad? I mean, who eats just a salad for lunch? That's a side to a meal. I always have frozen fruit and frozen veggies in my freezer. I'll also keep frozen veggie burgers, frozen meat in my freezer, so no matter what, I can make a meal. So even if a meal is made for me, let's say if my husband makes me a meal and there's not enough greens, I can quickly take out my frozen green beans and cook them quickly to add in more fiber to make the meal fit my needs, fit my fiber goals, increase those veggies. Because if I'm just eating chicken and rice, I'm gonna eat way more chicken and rice than if I had enough greens and fiber with it. So I always keep greens in the freezer for those days that maybe you didn't have fresh produce. You need to understand what you're eating. That is one thing that does make a difference. Like, I know how to read labels and I know how to choose something that's healthier for me, but everybody's diet should be different. Just like everybody is not gonna enjoy the same type of music, type of workouts, you're not gonna enjoy the same types of food, so you can't eat the exact same way as me. You need to find what you enjoy and substitutions for your favorite things and start incorporating that regularly. I've been making this every single week for the past couple months, and I want to share with you my favorite easy pasta recipe that's super healthy and is yummy. And it takes me like 10 minutes to do it all.
So heat up your pan first and add in 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, which you'll fry 1 pack of ground chicken. From there, season that with a bunch of dried mint and some salt. In the meantime, boil 1 kettle of water and add in your 2 cups of quinoa pasta. And then add some water into the turkey mixture for some extra moisture and add in your 2 cups of greens, so broccoli or zucchini, and cover. In the meantime, rinse 1 full can of chickpeas and rinse a cup of artichokes. Once your pasta is cooked, drain and rinse and add in a 1/4 cup of olive oil and a pinch of Himalayan salt. Check on your turkey and mix everything up, and in the meantime, add your chickpeas and chopped artichokes to your pasta. Once your meat and greens are cooked, add that to the pasta as well. And now to make it creamy, we're gonna add in 1/2 cup of goat yogurt, which is totally optional, and instead you can add in extra cheese. But if you added in the goat yogurt, only add 1/3 cup of Manchego cheese, or add in 2/3 of cheese if you're not adding yogurt.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video and got some tips out of how I eat, and hopefully you guys can add some of my tricks, and I will see you in the next video.